Hello and welcome to 20 Years a Migrant. In this episode, we have a lot to chew on. We're talking about British cuisine. Come on, puns. Hi,
Hello,
and welcome to 20 Years a Migrant. My name is Lawrence.
and my name is NyariClaire.
Oh, my name is Laurie Blas. It should be my podcast name,
Okay,
right?
that's your podcast name.
Yeah.
Oh,
No one calls me Laurie Blas in real life, except people who know me from Twitter.
okay.
Yeah.
They actually say hi, Lori Blaz,
People
when
call me
they
Laurie
message
Blas.
you or whatever.
Oh, I've got Honor Africa, right? At Honor Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So many people call me Honor. I'm thinking, clearly, I can't be Honor Africa, isn't it? My name is on the profile,
You
but they say,
you
hi,
you
Honor.
you say this, right? But you have a friend that you've on your other cycling account that you thought was Connie.
No, I did not think she is Connie because, okay, the account name is Connie and I.
Yeah. And then you
So
said to me, "Oh,
I
I
thought,
actually thought her name was
no, I
Connie."
thought there were two people. So I was wondering which one is Connie.
Mm.
I was just confused. She looked different sometimes.
Okay, she
So I
looks the
thought, hey,
same.
hang on a second. Who is Connie between the two of you? So
There you
I
go.
thought Connie was
So
a
it can
person.
names can confuse. You know, if we just all went by our government names on Twitter, Instagram,
Nah.
YouTube, TikTok, then everything will be fine. But everyone decides, when people change their names, that confuses me.
Like, when did I follow this person?
Who is this again? I've had so many people with it. Then you have to go into their profile and check. Oh, it's that person.
Yeah. It's kind of bamboozling. Like,
You know.
I don't know who you are and how did you get here.
And how did you get here? Who invited you to the party?
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
just
man.
to go back to Connie and I. So Connie is the bike,
Connie is the bike.
and I is her name.
Is the rider. Is the owner of the bike.
Why did she say Connie and Jenny?
No, because she wanted to say Connie and I. And I think it's a nice account name.
What did she change the bike?
I asked her the first time I came across her. I was
I
like,
never
okay.
asked. Let me be
So I
honest.
remember when you were telling me, and I was like, yeah.
Let me be honest. Right. I thought maybe they were a couple.
Okay.
So Connie and a couple. But anyway, so today we're talking about British food, British cuisine, or traditional British dishes.
Traditional British dishes. That's
Yeah.
the one. Because cuisine makes it sound like it's.
What? Why?
It makes it sound posher than it is.
What's the iteration?
There's no iteration. British food is.
Okay. What's the
You should see
difference?
my face right now. What's
British
the
food
difference?
is what?
No,
What's the
cuisine
difference
means
between-
that you've put an effort. You've.
Are you telling me that people are not putting an effort?
They are not. They're not. Salt and pepper is not effort.
Gravy. Are you telling me gravy is not effort?
I don't think so.
No, but I think yes, right. I'm going to defend the British here.
Go on.
So the idea is simplicity,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no class system when it comes to.
No, there's no class system. I'm not saying the food is here and then other foods are there or whatever.
No. What I'm saying is, right, everyone is kind of eating the same food, which is
Who's everyone?
everyone in Britain.
The British are not eating British food.
When you're eating British food,
Thank you.
what are we talking about? Are you here?
The British
with
are
me?
eating Indian. They're eating pizza, Italian. They're eating Spanish. Maybe not Spanish. Spanish they'll eat when they're in Spain.
Well, I think it's well.
But I'm
because the
just
country
saying,
is
as in
multicultural.
generally, I get it. But I'm just saying, as in, you'd be surprised how many British people actually have British food all the time, not like, But yeah.
Okay, so
No, I'm just saying, like, like for example, the roast.
hmm,
Um, it's I appreciate that it's different, to other foods, like, when you have your cranberry sauce, that's nice, like, and if the roast potatoes are done nicely, um, the roast chicken or turkey or whatever it is, or the
Mm.
gammon, is it gammon, is
Mm.
done nicely. I mean, I've had a good Sunday roast,
Yeah.
and that person put in effort. You can tell, you know, like the potatoes that are done like in is it lard or goose fat or something, and they're crispy, and you'll be like, yeah, this
Okay.
I can have.
Let's talk about Sunday roast. Just to explain, right? It's Sunday roast is a traditional meal
Mm-hmm.
with roasted meat that can be beef, lamb, chicken, or pork. Yorkshire pudding. How do you describe Yorkshire pudding? It's like a
Yorkshire pudding, I love Yorkshire
it's like
pudding.
a donut.
Okay, not love, but I like it. I know you hate it, but I like it. Even though you're gonna defend British food,
There's
but you hate Yorkshire pudding.
roasted potato, vegetables, and gravy. Yorkshire pudding. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a bun. It's like a donut.
I,
It's a
I
soft
don't know, but
thing.
I like the taste. I don't know how to.
Is it,
It's like like a pastry, like an
yeah,
eclair pastry, but then without the sweetness.
yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
for me, that was one of the first things I looked forward to because I was working at a care home, and Sunday it was a weekend, and everyone was excited that Sunday roast. Thereby, I am thinking, oh, I'm gonna have Sunday. I'm just gonna have Sunday. I'm gonna have roast meat.
Mm. You're
But
thinking braai, barbecue.
see, I was thinking something, but I didn't smell anything from the kitchen.
All
The
right,
smells were the same
as usual
as usual. All right. So I think the trouble is the introduction to Sunday roast
for you.
for me
Yeah,
was not the best because I think it was chicken. And you look at the chicken and thinking, when are you going to roast it? It's already on the plate,
yeah.
and it's as white as I don't know Santa's beard.
Yeah. Well, you got that right. I can't remember my first introduction to Sunday roast, but I remember my first introduction to gammon
Yeah.
because we had gone to a pub, as you do, and everyone was ordering, like, I think it must have been on a Sunday, I guess, I don't know, but they had the carvery going, and you could order one of the three meats, isn't it? Is it three, right? It's chicken. No, it's chicken, turkey, beef, or gammon, right?
For what?
Something like that for Sunday roast. Like if you
Well,
order,
well,
like if you go to a Toby Carvery, for example, you can have
okay,
all
maybe.
four meats, right? Like thinly
Okay,
sliced, you can have all four. But in
right.
some places, they'll say you can only have one. But then you still have the trimmings, the Yorkshire puddings and the
Yeah, yeah,
whatnots. But
yeah,
you can only choose
yeah.
one meat. Yeah. So I was like, "What's gammon?" And then somebody said, "Oh, no, it's like bacon, but it's like a big piece of bacon, but not
Wait,
quite." So
yeah.
in my head, I was thinking bacon is tasty, and, because obviously I'd had Sunday roast before, which
Mm-hmm.
is like doesn't have much salt. It's like I don't know, like it wasn't
Yeah,
the best. So I was like, okay, if I have gammon, at least there's that bit of
bacon stuff.
tastiness, saltiness, something.
Because bacon slaps, doesn't it? When it's
Yeah,
done well.
bacon slaps.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was thinking, so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, if I have a meat that's a thing, and then with all the other stuff, and then if I, obviously, if you when you're eating, you kind of eat, and you attach a potato or
Yeah,
gammon stuff
yeah.
like that, and then hopefully it
Everything is
will taste nice. Yeah, the gammon comes.
a testing of blood pressure.
It was so salty.
Come on. This is why I never order come on
I
anything.
was like, what is this? Like, how can they get. So in my head, I was thinking, okay, maybe they got it wrong, like, because it's my first time having it, right? So I thought,
Oh,
these
you
people
blame the
must have
chef.
got it wrong. They must have added more salt or what? I don't know.
Or
So
maybe the salt shaker, the lid fell off.
the lid fell off.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened, right? So I'm thinking, okay.
Try
I
some
don't
rice.
like this, but
You're committed already.
I was committed, but it was slightly better than obviously still the Sunday roast because that's like nothing. It's bland. So the next time I ordered gammon, I was like, okay, I think this. In my head, I just thought, I think this is it. I think this is gammon.
You know what? I'd forgot about gammon because
And you forgot about it.
I had like I'd never had good gammon. There's never a thing I was like,
It's like
you know what?
anchovies, though, isn't it? It's like you can never say I've had good anchovies because they're all salty.
Yeah, it's like, why am I eating this? Why am I?
Why am I doing this? Why am I giving myself blood pressure? It's weird, actually, because they don't have much blood pressure. I suppose blood
There
pressure can be
is
from sugar as well, isn't it? No, that's diabetes. So
diabetes.
it's salt, isn't it? So how come they don't have blood
Well,
pressure here?
so
Like it's not so high.
yeah, because they give everyone statins in it.
Hmm?
They give everyone statins. I was invited to take statins. Okay, never mind my health issues, but
Yeah. So that was my first introduction that I can remember. The
yeah,
the actual roast beef thing. It may have been in a care home, but it was obviously a non-event because I can't remember it.
yeah. Because I think it's in care homes. Because we used to. There was also much excitement about fish and chips as
Mm.
well.
Mm.
Okay, so the thing is, care homes were not the best place to get introduced to these things because they would buy
Care
frozen
homes is
steams.
better than NHS, mate.
You reckon?
NHS would.
Don't they buy from the same stuff like
My friend.
You know, this company called 3663. You remember?
There's that one and there's breaks. But and you look at the funny thing is, right? You look at the menu
Mm-hmm.
and
The
you're
way it's
like,
described.
and the way it's described, and you're like, your mouth is watering. You're like, this is sounds like just up my street. And then you have the food, and you're like, it's a
The,
big letdown.
I think it's for me like because where we come from, people could fry vegetables. You could have like fried cabbage or fried um, is it kofo?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, right. And it was so tasty. You didn't even think of meat.
yeah,
But here, what you get is
boiled.
boiled peas, boiled
Everything is
carrots,
boiled.
boiled sweet corn.
What?
Because sweet corn is the most rubbish thing ever. There's never a time, like I think I've said this before to you.
Many times.
Yeah, there's never. Oh, I'm gonna tell some other people now. There's never
Your
a time
disdain for
when
sweet
honestly,
corn.
there's never a time. I'm gonna ask the listeners here. Tell me a time when you ate something and that, you know what? I think it needs sweet corn.
Yeah, but there's so many other foods, Laurie, that you will eat and you'll like it, but you'll never think, oh, I could have this with that. Sweet corn is all right. I like it.
Sweet corn on the cob, yes. Sweet corn on my plate, like
Yeah,
sprinkled like that. Oh my god, why?
it's all right.
It has
It's not.
nothing.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like it's to the point of the way you just like. It's not even hate. It's disdain at this point.
Honestly,
The look
what
on your face when
is
you're
the
talking about
point?
sweet
What
corn and
what is the
everything.
point in
It's
sweet
like,
corn?
ugh.
That's one thing I can't defend.
Mm.
I can't
You
defend
can't
sweet corn.
defend sweet corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's just. But anyway, just to describe, there's fish and chips. The ones you buy. So don't eat fish and chips at NHS fish and chips or KO fish and chips. That's not the standard.
That's not the standard.
Okay. Usually the seaside towns they make good ones.
Oh yeah.
But somewhere it's expensive now. Remember that time when in
Yeah, when we
Newcastle?
went to Newcastle. Oh my god. But it was so good
So
though.
good, but I'm like, how much?
That was so at least they were buying. So
Someone else was buying for us, so that was fine.
yeah.
Because
But
when
yeah,
look
no,
at the
but it was
price,
good. But it's world renowned. Some of the fish and chips
yeah,
places.
number one. It's
Yeah, because even my friend, she lives down in Cornwall.
yeah,
And I
they
think I
know about
mentioned her
it.
once in the podcast. So she's
Well, they know about it. The one
no. They
Mm.
do no. I'm just saying, as in world renowned foods. Like they
yeah,
also have fish and chips.
yeah.
She took me to one in Cornwall, where they do really really good fish and chips.
Mm.
But but sometimes it's almost like fish and chips are like how we have suds and vegetables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like You can have southern vegetables with a little bit of onions and maybe tomatoes. You can have them with just nothing, just dry vegetables. You can have them with,
But here we have
you know what I mean?
they
Like
do fish and chips.
it's kind of like that. Like it's the same.
Like but like the fries are the thick cut fries
Yeah.
and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
mushy peas.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's not my thing as well.
Let me tell you about a
And
time I had, but I didn't have it, but I just saw it. The first time I saw it was we went to, my brother took us to, the Abraham, where's that? That place where we took Tari.
oh, that place.
Matlock,
That place with the
right?
expensive.
Yeah, so we went to Matlock, right? To see, it's beautiful though, beautiful scenery, everything. And they had the Abraham
thing.
like, yeah, like carts going up to the top of the mountain. We actually went up that time.
It's a cable car. Yeah.
Cable car, that's it, the cable car. And it was reasonably priced then. I don't know why it's now £27, almost £30 to go up. Like, England needs to do better. Anyway, so we'd gone there and then we're having lunch. So my brother was like, "Oh, let's have fish and chips." All right. So we go to this fish and chips place. It was okay food. And then there were loads of bikers because Matlock, there's a lot of bikers that come through Matlock. I don't know. I think it's a route, like with your cycling, there must be some routes that are known for cyclists. So this route is known for motorbike people. Loads of them in the street. It was a nice sunny day as well. Like not super hot or anything, just a nice day. And so we're having our fish and chips, and these guys had ordered mushy peas and chips. And I remember looking at my brother and saying, "What is that?" Because it just looked like vomit.
Wait, did they have like a tartar sauce on
I
it?
don't even know, Sha. And most of them were eating it as well, like because there were loads of people and they're all holding this chips with mushy peas.
Were they wrapped in a newspaper?
Yeah, some of it was wrapped in a newspaper, I think. Yeah,
I don't think they do newspapers now. They do this.
It's like a print. It's actually, you actually buy it as if it's newspaper, but it's not actual newspaper.
Yeah, I think previously they used to do newspapers.
Yeah, they used to do actual newspaper, but because newspapers are not being printed anymore, so it's like, okay. But so that was my first introduction, and I said, "Oh, I don't think I would ever have that."
Have you had it then?
Since then, I did try. I've tried the mushy peas. It's not great because they put vinegar in it or something.
Yeah. Are you a vinegar person when it comes to chips?
No, I hate vinegar. That's the thing. Unfortunately, I like my chips plain. Just salt.
Before I asked you, I was thinking like, what do I eat? What do I eat? I can deal with vinegar.
I tried it. Even in Zim, I tried it, and the Zim chips are nice. And then the way they, what you call it, shake it and stuff, and they put the vinegar. So I've never liked vinegar, even from Zim. I've never liked it, but I don't mind tomato sauce. But on the side, not all over the chips. So I can dip when I want to. But
it shouldn't be.
But
all
for
over,
me, it's
though.
just
that makes more sense. But then
salt,
if you're being given a newspaper, it just be put all over.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was my introduction to that. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember eating mushy peas. I can't. That's how I think it's such an unremarkable thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, wow. Yeah. And it looks awful.
A bit like Sweetcorn.
And you can't. The problem is, right, the color doesn't do it justice. But then also you can't serve it in any other form other than just dumping it on a plate. Like, you can't make it look nice,
Yeah. There's no cuisine.
You
can't cuisinify it.
You can't cuisinify it. It just looks like bleh on your plate. I don't know how to explain bleh, but that's it.
Yeah, you just you get the picture.
Yeah, no, but fish and chips is nice, depending on where you go. Yeah, but I can count on my fingers, I think, the ones that have been like, oh my God. And the Newcastle one was really good. There's Billy's one as well, which is down the road.
You know what? Whenever...
The only thing with Billy's is their chips are not as good as their fish. The fish is nice, but then their chips are.
Well, my gripe with them are the
Mm.
quantities. I'm thinking, look, we are in an obesity crisis. Okay,
Do you
don't give
remember?
us way too much chips. Too much.
Sorry.
The fish is
Do you
huge.
remember that time, right, when we were filming and King Kandoro came and
Oh yeah,
with Mchengeti,
MK.
right?
Yeah,
And we were filming here at the house.
that was
And
our first
that
introduction
was our
to
first
those guys.
introduction to Billy's. And I remember then we were like, we need to find this place. We need to find this place. And
Yeah.
we finally found it like maybe months down the line. Like we're
Mm.
trying to figure out what to.
Who is
So
it?
basically, what happened was we were filming, right? Something for a client.
Mm.
And so we had what's his name, Mkudze and MK.
MK.
Are they both Mkudzes?
No,
What's MK's?
Mchengezi.
Oh, Mchengeti.
Yeah,
Mchengeti, if you're listening, I apologize. Sorry.
he's not listening.
Anyway, so
Mm.
we were filming, and then it was now lunchtime. So then there was a knock on the door, and then I opened the door. So Laurie was still busy doing what he was doing with these guys. And I opened the door and I thought, oh, because we've got visitors, probably Laurie has ordered food, right? So the guy comes to the door, he's like, fish and chips, and I was like, okay. And then I took them, closed the door, and then I was like, Laurie, did you order you ordered fish and chips? And Laurie was like, no, I didn't order anything. I was like, what? And I was like, and then the guys were looking at us going, oh, you know, we don't know. So I'm like, maybe he dropped it off at the wrong address, right? So I go
Yeah.
outside and I'm trying to look for him. He's gone. You know, these delivery guys,
That's so
they're
quick,
gone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so what do we do? So I walked outside and then I went to our neighbors on the left and neighbors on the right, and everyone was like, nope. Because I was like, okay, if he's got it wrong, he's probably got it wrong by one house. Surely he can't get it that wrong. None of them had ordered fish and chips. I was ha. So I came out to the front and then I was like, maybe I'll try further down, right? And they were like, no. So I came back, I was like, guys, I've tried. So we're gonna have to eat these this fish and
No,
chips.
did we wait for a bit? I think we waited for a bit.
We waited a little
They were
bit,
like,
maybe
"You know
about
what?"
10 minutes. No, not even 10 minutes. 10 minutes probably.
Yeah.
And we waited and we're like, hey, you know
It
what?
was so
We're
nice.
just gonna eat this.
It was so nice.
So now why I'm laughing is because you said portions. So it was a 2-portion meal. There were
There
4 of us.
It was too much.
It was too much.
Honest.
We ate and we were like, and because it was so good as well.
Yeah, you keep eating.
You know,
isn't
we
it?
kept eating, but still there was just so much food, and there were the 4 of us, like 3 men and a woman.
Yeah, that's my gripe with it. But it was just so good.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about, imagine you're waiting for your food in the delivery saying, we deliver. Because I thought maybe they were supposed to go into another street. But it makes no sense.
It just didn't make sense,
They
right?
didn't come back.
He didn't
'Cause
come
If
back.
they had come back, I would have paid him.
Yeah.
But then, sorry.
if you're listening to this podcast, which I doubt,
Well, there are foreigners.
you never
aren't they?
know.
The ones who own the restaurants.
Huh?
They're foreigners.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Because
So
they
the
do
possibility is high that they might be
I think
watching.
they must be Turkish because there's kebabs and stuff. Or they look like they're from that area.
From
But
that
maybe
area.
not.
Yeah. Yeah. But their portions. But their fish is nice. So if
Yeah,
you ever
for
come to
sure.
our house and you want fish and chips, just let us know. We'll take you there. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? What's the most important thing?
With regards to this feels like a trick question.
No, it is. Do you ever remember watching Arrested Development?
Yes.
This guy with his son, right? So he said to his son, what did I say was the most important thing?
Most what? Important
Most
thing.
important thing,
Uh-huh.
right? And the boy said, breakfast.
What?
The father wanted him to say family.
Oh.
Say, what did I tell you was the most important thing? He goes, breakfast?
Breakfast? Well, yeah, it's the most
I'm
important
thinking,
thing
no,
in the morning.
Family.
I don't
No.
remember that scene though, but
The very first episode. So, okay, so no, 'cause what I want to talk about the
English
full
breakfast.
English, the full English. Okay, I think this is where Britain slaps all the other European countries breakfast wise.
Yes.
so far.
I
The
will
ones,
ag-
the ones we've
I
been
will
to.
agree with you. Because English breakfast, you get a nice warm breakfast. Everywhere else it's continental. You just get, I don't know
The
what that
continent.
is.
It's
Yeah,
so like you can't define it
yeah,
because okay, the English breakfast, there's bacon, eggs, sausages,
yeah,
black pudding,
yeah.
which we tend to put on the side, baked beans, mushroom,
Mm.
green tomatoes, and toast.
Yeah. On paper now. This is where we always I was telling you to
Depends.
I was
It
salivate. And it
depends who's
depends on
cooking.
where you go, I guess. But remember that place we went and the mushrooms were like proper cooked, and then we looked at the chefs and they were all like
Oh yeah,
people
foreigners
from
from somewhere else.
foreigners.
From somewhere else.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that
yeah,
explains why
yeah.
this English breakfast was tasty. Um,
I don't know why they don't fry things nicely because
ah,
that combination it's so good.
it is amazing as
If
a
it's
combination, like,
yeah,
but they just don't do it. Just I don't know why, and I don't. And it doesn't matter where you go. I mean, yeah, you'll get one or two that will make a nice one, but it doesn't matter how posh the place is. Remember that place we went to, that spa place, was it the spa place
Chesterfield.
in Chesterfield? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that was like really posh, and then they gave us the English breakfast, and you're like, you'd think because we'd had a good dinner. The
yeah,
dinner
yeah,
was really really nice, so we were
yeah.
thinking, okay, the breakfast is gonna be,
It
and
wasn't.
it's I don't
I
know
think
why they get it so
I think
wrong.
because when you look at it, it's the quality of the eggs, they can be rubbery.
Mm,
Okay, so maybe we're talking about eating out, but then sometimes when you're eating with other people's places,
mm,
um, the baked beans, you know how we like to chop a bit of onion,
mm, mm,
some paprika, and then chuck the beans in there, the
mm.
baked beans in there. But most of these guys, what they do is
Out of the tin
under the
and put it in
tin,
the microwave.
put it in the microwave.
Yeah,
You're just
I
warming
hear
it
you.
up,
I hear it.
just
I
warming
hear
it
it.
up. I'm thinking, don't you want to eat better things? You know what I mean? because because I remember when you like I always think of the Grand, one of the most awful places that we've ever
Oh,
been.
do you know what? When we're talking about, I can't remember what we're talking about. I thought about it. The grand. It came fleetingly, and I was like, take those thoughts out of my
What
head,
was this Scarborough we went to?
Scarborough.
Okay, okay. We didn't really want to go to Scarborough,
No.
but we wanted to go to Whitby, but there was no accommodation available in Whitby.
Yeah.
So we found a hotel called the Grand. Okay, I should have known just from the name,
From the name.
all right? Because
No,
it's
but
going to
then
be an
but then I
old
think no, no,
building.
no. Do you know what it was? Right, we had a few options outside of Whitby, and I remember saying to you, Laurie, this is our chance to go and see Scarborough because everyone always talks about Scarborough, and we knew it was rubbish, but it was just one of those like let's tick a box and say we've been to see it and we know it's rubbish, right?
Yeah,
So that's when we then booked. That's what made us then book at the Grand. I'm sure there were plenty other places,
yeah. I think within Whitby
not in
itself,
Whitby because we
Whitby
had
itself,
looked in
yeah,
Whitby and then we thought, oh,
Whitby was
okay.
busy. Yeah.
So we just thought, let's pass through Scarborough, see it, and tick a box, basically. And we ticked that box.
Oh my God,
Please,
I'm
guys, don't
traumatized.
go to Scarborough. If you want to go and see, also you can go. But
No, because the egg was like a rubber when you look at it, like
how? Okay, guys,
like
how do you get oats wrong? How? Because the thing is, right? I've filled my plate with maybe filled is the wrong one, but put your sausage, your bacon, your whatever. It was all sort of like a buffet style, right?
yeah.
Put it on the plate. Went to sit down. I tasted this, not nice. I tasted this, not nice. I tasted this, not nice. I was like, Laurie, this food guy. So I went back and I said, you know what? I think I'm just gonna get oats because you can't get oats wrong. So
Yeah.
I put this food on the side, went back, got oats. The oats were just as bad.
Oh my God, because the oats can be nice just with water and sugar and salt,
Mm.
but somehow I don't. Is it
I
the
tried, and remember we tried. We even put like those little butter sachets. You know those little.
we're trying to cook it. We're trying to cook the odds ourselves. At the
Like I don't even know what's going on here. I just couldn't
oh
figure
my
it out.
god.
In the end, I think we just filled up on toast
Oh my.
because at least you know the toast.
That was that place was so bizarre. It was. I. You remember the sausages? Like this tiny little piece, dry.
Don't even don't.
Now, in the end, this is us just complaining about the grand. This will happen a few times because we're going to talk about hotels one day.
Yes, I think we will. But you know, the Grand is kind of like it used to be. It even has a very, very interesting history in terms of like kings and all these people that used to pass through it and stay the night. They have photos. It dates back to the 1800s.
Yeah.
It's got a big, massive, what you call it, like a concert hall
Yeah, yeah.
and I think later on in in the early 80s and
I
early
think
80s early 90s they used to have like what you call these
balls.
balls and
Yeah.
music and stuff, but it was so very empty when we went. And
You know what? I think that's what happens with generational wealth.
mm,
When it's passed on to someone, we're like, they'll be property rich, but they
mm,
haven't got the money
to fix it up,
to fix it up because maybe the
because
money
even the
was
rooms
spent.
were like
You know what?
the rooms
Because
the rooms were bad, but I've seen worse, but
yeah.
still, you'd have thought.
The vibe was so incorrect. I can't even talk about the vibe. It was just like I thought I was gonna be sick.
Really?
Yes, even now thinking of it, like, because I think I'd left my flip flops.
Mm.
Oh my god!
You left them where?
Did I have my flip flops there?
Oh, you like left them. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
don't know.
don't
I
remember.
don't. I
But
don't. I
anyway,
don't remember.
talking about English breakfast. Yeah. So
So now,
the
yeah.
most
Mm-hmm.
the thing that will let you down that they
Mm.
tend to get wrong is the sausages and mushrooms. Yeah, usually mushroom because
I think it's all of it, Laurie.
all of it.
Yeah.
I know. I think
Because
generally,
the
no.
beans are just tinned.
Yeah,
The tomatoes are just tinned. Well, I don't know. I don't know what they do with the tomatoes. It's not. They're not fried. I don't know. So I
the
said
grilled
beans,
tomatoes.
tomatoes. The mushrooms are boiled. They're not fried. The bacon is tough. I don't know what kind of bacon that is. It's usually very, very tough. The
Egg
sausage
dry.
is dry, but it's hit and miss depending on I don't know. Sometimes it's nice. I think sausage is the one I can safely say I will always put on my plate
The
because
egg. What about
it's
the
hit
egg?
and miss. The egg is it's a scrambled egg, right? But it's wet. Like it's not ah
No, but usually this stuff is better at bed and breakfast.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's made fresh
Yeah.
when you order.
Yeah.
So some of those biggest guys are quite handy when you they're quite handy.
And then I know you like a runny egg, but I don't like a runny egg. So they always have that egg with the yolk that looks like it's still not cooked, but it's is. But
Like a
so I always
like
ask
a
them to. I always ask somebody to. Can
and
you
then they give you
turn it
looks.
round and squash it and make it
Today I
cook
was
it?
I was speaking to Mills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she had shared a video of there were there were cousins, two Italian cousins. One was from Italy, one was living in Argentina. So what happened is they were eating pasta, and the one from no Brazil, the one from Brazil actually, never mind, South America,
Mm-hmm.
was putting ketchup on their they putting ketchup on their pasta, and the Italian one was freaking out, like why are you putting that, right?
Yeah,
So you know how Italians are dramatic,
of course, because
like
they think they perfected all the
the
foods.
food police,
Yeah,
like right.
them and the French.
I don't know about the French, but the Italians, they are so much prima donna. They make a fuss. It's just food, bruh.
Mm.
Relax. Okay, it's just food, bruh. So we started talking about um, just letting people eat what they want. And then the issue of a steak came up, like how some people want a bit, the medium rare, the whatever,
Mm-hmm.
right? And and what I said was, because there is a snobbery within UK anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go out somewhere and then you say you want your steak well done, some people are like, why are you having all the whole, you know what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we might say the Italians are the food police, but people here do it as well when someone orders a steak. And I said, well, if if someone comes to you, all right, if the server comes to you and say, how would you like your steak? And you say, well done,
Mm-hmm.
there shouldn't be any snobbery there
Mm.
because you asked.
Mm.
If you say, we serve it this way, and then you ask for something else, then yeah, maybe you can be annoyed or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway. No, I was saying this because you like it. You like a meat dead.
Yeah. Not well done, but sort of no blood.
Mm.
I don't like to see blood from the thing, but then I don't like it super well done to a point of where it's just rubber.
You want it
Yeah, just
you want it cremated.
you
Just
know,
no blood.
yeah.
Mm.
But speaking of breakfast, the worst breakfast I've ever had is in Indonesia.
Okay. I'm trying to think Indonesia versus the Grand.
The only thing that saved the Indonesian breakfast was their fruits, because they had dragon fruit, they had, and it was so sweet and tasty. The fruits that we had on the side.
Yeah.
But
I never
everything
enjoyed.
was just eggs
I never enjoyed
from
it.
breakfast to lunch to dinner
Protein.
to
Yeah. Everything. Yeah. Everything is every meal is eggs.
yeah,
Every
noodles
meal.
with eggs, noodles with this, noodles with that, noodles with
Anything with eggs.
everything with eggs.
Anything with eggs. Yeah.
Sometimes chicken, but eggs. and
They
that
have
and
to be
that
eggs.
cardboard. I don't know what that was.
Oh, that stuff we ate that time.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think
We tried
in
to be
terms of
adventurous.
breakfast, that was for me.
That was
That was the worst one. The English breakfast is nice in places, and and I enjoy.
the continental one.
Yeah, and then you've got the
Um,
continental, which it's not. Yeah, but then when I went to Malta, their breakfast was quite nice. It was tasty.
or is it? Well, it
That,
wasn't
but
continental.
no, it's buffet, so they had everything you want, but it was cooked well.
Okay, so I've just gone on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
They said the continental breakfast is a light and simple morning meal.
Yeah, because they don't believe in eating a lot. With the French, they'll have, they have and that's why they're always saying why do the Europeans have like low obesity rates and stuff. The way they eat is very. It's just enough to keep them going. And then they have their lunch, and then they eat just enough.
The Spanish eat at 10 p.m.
And
Eat dinner at
then
10 p.m. though.
yeah, well, yeah, but they also remember when we were in Spain the first time, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Those kids were playing at 10 p.m. in the
Just like we used to
playground
do.
or something
Just like we used to do.
at 10 p.m. Why are you
used to do
like
that. We used to do that.
10 p.m.
Yeah, there were tower lights, the big lights.
at 10 p.m. though?
Yes.
8 p.m. Yes. 10. No, 10 is too late. Yeah. Unless if it was school holidays or something.
But it felt like 10 p.m.
Yeah,
when I
it
was
probably
a kid,
felt like 10 p.m. because I remember those days.
because
We'd wake up early as well. 5 p.m. you're up. But anyway.
yeah, the continental breakfast is breads and pastries.
Mm.
You get some juices. You might get coffee, and then you might have cereal, yogurt, fresh fruit, cold cut cheese, and stuff. But it's not a lot. Somehow it doesn't feel like it doesn't. It doesn't hug you like.
You want to be hugged?
Yes.
I want to be hugged. I want to be
No,
loved.
because that's the thing about the British food, right? It is more hearty.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's why it is. So even if we look at the quality of it, we may say nothing about the quality, but it fills your guts.
Yeah, no. I hear what you're saying because at the end of the day, usually, for us anyway, the two of us, when we go to a hotel or we're usually doing touristy things
Hmm.
usually. So you want to eat your breakfast knowing that you don't have to worry about lunch because you just want to be walking around. Lunch will probably be something light, street food, a bit
Yeah,
of this, a bit of that, just tasting things as you go around along, ice cream, all these things.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
don't want to have a breakfast and then lunch and then dinner. Not that we don't, but you know what I mean. Like you just want
yeah.
to be free to
To
try
try
small
more
things,
things as you go
and
along.
then you have your dinner. So yeah, so the English breakfast wins there because it fills you up for the day. So you're ready to do what you need to do. But yeah, continental is just
Yeah. So
come midday, you're hungry.
let's go on to the pies now. The shepherd's pie and cottage pie.
hmm
So it's a meat pie with lamb topped with what
Yeah, but they
mashed.
call it pie. But is it really? Because when I first heard shepherd's pie, cottage pie, I was thinking pastry, but obviously it's not.
I don't remember it.
Hmm?
I don't remember eating shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie is the one with the with lamb. It's shepherds, so it's to do with
Oh,
lamb.
and then cottage is the one with the beef.
Yeah, is it beef?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. Even though the internet is telling me
Oh,
it's
is there?
beef.
Oh, you've got it there. Yeah. So all I know is shepherds is definitely lamb because of the
Uh,
name shepherds.
yeah, it tends to be unremarkable for me. Yeah, I don't know. It just tends to be. It depends on the pie. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
because
something
it's
that.
not something we make here or
Yeah,
anything like that. But I know people like it.
because it's not
Um,
like a pork pie. Oh, like the ones from
it's not a
Morrison.
pastry pie.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That. Yeah, that's a banger.
Mm.
But this cottage pie, we can swiftly move on to something else.
Are you done now? Are you done talking about the shepherd's pie?
What? There's nothing. What else can you say about the shepherd's pie?
Nothing much really.
Yeah.
But but to be fair, if it's cooked well, because I've cooked it. Sorry, if it's cooked by me, um,
Okay.
it's quite nice. Yeah, because anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on to. No, I was gonna say, like, the one to me that when I made this list, right, I'm thinking, I would love to have this bangers and mash.
Okay,
Bangers and mash is. Oh, look at me slapping with my hand.
it slaps.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I've not had bangers and mash.
I need you to take your somewhere where you have bangers and mash.
I don't think I may have had it once, but right now I can't think if I've ever had bangers and mash.
No, 'cause I
Because
think
to
it's
me it's just sausage and potato. Like what's slapping about that? Sausage and potato.
no. Okay, so
Eh?
I can't believe you're slugging off bangers and mash.
No, but what tell me what is in the ingredients that makes it slap and what kind of sausages are you buying? Because
Well,
because
okay. Just first of all, let's describe bangers and mash.
uh-huh.
It's sausage
Uh,
served with mashed potato
you're just what are you doing?
with with onion gravy, and sometimes there's peas.
Are you serious?
Simplicity.
No, you've just said let's describe it, and
Yeah.
you've just said exactly what I thought was in it. Like, I thought you were gonna tell me, okay, what makes it slap is. So what makes it slap?
What makes it slap?
Yeah.
No, okay. So it goes back to what I was trying to say about the food, right? It's more comfort food. Like, when you try this winter, because it's
You
I don't
wanna
know.
be a
There's
Teletubby?
Okay, I'll try it myself when you're away. When you're away, um,
Traveling again.
but I think I can't really describe it.
Mm.
What makes it bang? But I think it's maybe I just miss mash. I just want some mashed potato. mashed sweet potato. That'll be it, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can have mashed sweet potato or
Mashed sweet
mash.
potato will
Or you
be the
can
one.
mix the two
Yeah.
just to get a mix. But no, I want to have the one that you say slaps. That's the one I want.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll make it for you.
Okay.
I kind of. It's just I don't know. I think I've had. Okay, I like mash. That's
Mm.
the thing. Okay, I like mash. So
I've
we
made
can
you
make.
mash before that you liked, but mine is different to this bangers and I don't think they make it the way I
It's the
make
same.
it.
You don't think? I don't.
They do not make it the
How
way
do
I
you know?
make it.
You were not there when I
Because
ate it.
I know.
You weren't there when I
No,
ate it.
because I know. I have a secret. I've never seen anyone
What's your
else who
secret?
makes it the
What's
way
your
I do.
secret?
I'm not. It's a
Milk.
secret.
Milk.
It's a secret. And you loved it. You sang my praises.
There you go. So maybe I'm thinking about the mash you made. I'm confusing it with the British one.
I've tried. I tried. I remember coming to this country, guy. You try all sorts. So I I remember trying the mash that's in a box. You just put hot water. I'm like, why am I doing this? I mean, this was years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I've tried so many things that are just out of the box. But now I just like, you know what? Just cook from fresh. Just
Yeah. I think it's this out of the box thing because this is what is. Um, this is where Iceland thrives, right?
mm.
Because Iceland is a shop that sells frozen food.
No, but this is not frozen. It's like it's wet.
Pre-packaged.
It's like flour,
It's
kind of. Yeah.
pre-packaged. Yeah.
All you know, you just put hot water,
Just put.
and it's not potato. It's
Wait.
not mashed potato.
Why don't I just give you a potato and mash it yourself?
What you mean? You're buying a cup from the shelf.
Yeah, when you're singing right.
I don't
You
have
know
time
what?
to be boiling a potato, peeling it.
So you just wanna.
Yeah, I just want to get
hot
it.
water.
I've got my mashed potato. Put a bit of butter
It's in the
and salt
microwave.
it.
You put it in the microwave.
Just put hot water. I don't know. I don't know why you're complicating things.
Wait a second. Because that's what you put hot
Boil
water.
your kettle, put your hot water, and you're
Mix,
done.
and you go
Yes,
stir it,
yes.
and then you're done.
It's like
I want to try
It's
it.
like Cerelac.
I wa-
Done.
I'm sorry, I was thinking too hard. I
Yeah,
was
it's too
giving you more
much.
credit.
Too much hard work. But I was like, no, this can't be. I don't know what they put in this thing. I didn't. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a thing though. So many meals that are pre-packaged. I guess this is everywhere now because you get like these steak and kidney pies,
Mm.
this toad in the hole. Because there are some shops like where you buy you just pull it out of the tray
Mm-hmm.
and put it in the whatever is in the oven.
Yeah.
Everything is just
Make
set
sure
for
you
you.
pierce the thing.
Yeah, make sure you pierce the package.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, well, but that's kind of expected to
But
be
the
fair,
worst thing,
because that's been there or around since I've been here. These packaged foods and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
I think the packaged foods. I think for me, the ones that you put in the microwave and stuff, it's better to put it in when if it's in the oven. It tastes so much better than the microwave.
mm-hmm.
But people love microwaves because it's quick.
Yeah,
But oven is better,
it's better.
and they use even less electricity because microwaves they really
It's
have
fast,
electricity. Yeah.
You just want it in 30 seconds rather than 10 minutes or whatever it is.
Okay.
You know.
So there's one called the Plowman's Lunch,
Yes.
which is a cold,
It's a sandwich with cheese,
cheese,
pickles,
salad,
and salad.
and usually served in pubs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? What's your rating?
I've never had it.
Wait, you never have like a meal deal?
Mate, just the combination to me doesn't sound nice.
You've been living here.
I don't eat
for
pickles.
20, for 20.
Have you seen me eating pickles before? And now I'm having to have to eat it in my salad in my lunch.
It's not gonna kill you.
And the only time I'm gonna have that sandwich is if I buy it, and I'm not spending my money to buy something that I don't like.
What if I buy it?
Huh?
What if I buy it?
What do you mean? What if you buy it?
Yeah, buy it for you.
There are better things out there, mate. Mm. I'd rather buy a. That's my go-to. Chicken mayo, bacon sandwich. What's it? Or BTL.
BLT. Chicken mayo
BLT.
sandwich. BLT.
BLT or chicken mayo sandwich with bacon sometimes if it's
But it's
overloaded.
it's funny.
Those are my two. But everything else, I'm like, if I'm buying, I'm not buying anything else.
But it's funny.
Although
how,
I do like egg with watercress.
oh yeah, that's all right. Yeah,
That's nice.
that's nice.
But
That's
it has
nice.
to be fresh. It has to be. If you look at the date, you're like, okay, there's like 4 more days left. You know, it's fresh. Anyway, what were you saying?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
Well, BLT, for people who don't know, is bacon, lettuce, lettuce, bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Awesome.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I thought I'd be interested in some of this, but I don't know. Do you want to talk about desserts and baked goods?
Is that all? Is that all the cuisine?
I skipped some of it because it's quite almost the same thing.
What's left on there?
Well,
Maybe I have a story
I
about one
just
of them.
skimmed over Toad in the Hole,
Okay, never had that
which
one.
is sausages
In
baked
pastry.
in Yorkshire pudding batter,
Yeah.
served with gravy and vegetables. So you know the gravy. Let's talk about the gravy. So what I learned about how it's this tradition
You
of
learned that
putting gravy
recently, didn't you?
today.
No, we told you about it the other day.
Well, what do you mean? What did you tell me?
About how you make the gravy, which is just water.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
What I said, how it came about,
Mm.
was during the war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the gravy was usually made from meat dripping, like the drip, like you're serving meat, right? So people would pour it all over their food to enhance the taste, to make it last longer, like just to improve the taste.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to be a culture of saying, oh, we're gonna put gravy. So because initially the gravy was just, um, you cook your meat or whatever, and then it drips, drips, drips. If you collect that drip, then you pour it over your mashed potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't know, breakfast or anything that you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the tradition developed. Okay, so I get it. It was not great. That it was out of desperation when
Mm-hmm.
when it came about. Right now,
Are they desperate?
we are not at war.
Maybe we're desperate. Cost of living.
Wait, for the last 22 years,
Yes.
it's been the cost of living,
Mm.
because that gravy. Whew, whew.
And you know what annoys me? Okay, yeah, it annoys me actually.
Mm.
Is even though I'm not eating, even though it's not my plate, but the way people just put it all over their plates, like it's just swimming in that stuff. I'm like, I just look at it. I'm like, why? I have so many questions.
Why are you the way you are?
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone who likes gravy. I have a Kenyan friend. She loves gravy.
What does she do to it? Does she do something to it, or she just?
No, she just does what they do. Like
As
just put
is.
it in the thing, put hot water, mix it, and then she douses her food in
Drowns
gravy.
the food. Drowns.
She douses it like as if it's on fire. Put it all over, you know. I'm like, So for me, I mean, I don't mind it per se, but if it's just on the side, because I'm more of a dry food person, you know that. So I don't like my food wet. So I'm not a fan of Indian food because of that, unless if it's dry.
Wait, you're not a fan of Indian food?
Thai food,
But
yes.
thing is, but Indian food.
I said unless if it's dry.
Indian food gave us Britain's national dish.
Coronation chicken.
No, chicken tikka masala.
Coronation chicken is thingy.
chicken tikka masala. Chicken tikka masala does not exist in India.
Okay. Oh, neither does chicken
I'm sure now.
coronation
I'm sure
chicken.
now it does,
Yeah.
right? Because
'Cause-
tourism and colonization.
yeah, probably.
But
Chicken tikka masala.
yeah, no,
Okay.
because I think it's uh, yeah, we have to look at uh, the multicultural
Mm-hmm.
influences, let's say, of this curries from South Asia. Chinese eat Chinese. Chinese is quite popular takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
Are people still eating it?
I should think so.
You know what? I'm realizing some of these things just because I don't participate, right? Doesn't mean they're not happening. Because if you ever ordered Chinese,
I have before,
no,
before
if
you,
we, if
but
in,
not with you because you don't like Chinese.
I, I, I,
I'm easy. I'm not like, oh my god, I love Chinese. So I'm happy not to eat it because
my problem with Chinese food here
uh,
is it's not consistent. Roast duck that I used to have,
oh, but
black
the
and black
roast duck
water,
is nice.
but it depends.
Remember that one we had on our, was it our second or third, no, third date, fourth date in London? Do you remember?
Wait, where did you go?
Chinatown.
Oh, was it
Remember we
Chinese?
went to Somerset
Was it Chinese or
House
Thai?
and then yeah, we had that roast duck up, went upstairs into this, into,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was a
That place,
small little
it was in Covent Garden.
Chinese
No,
place.
Chinatown. So
It was
Chinatown. Yeah,
Chinatown.
yeah. No, that
I
was
wish
good.
I'd known. Maybe did we even take? I don't think we took pictures.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so because we'd
No,
already taken pictures the whole day. So I think
enough.
I don't think we took unless if you've got on your phone of the food or something. But
No.
I think that was our third day or fourth.
Yeah, but yeah. But I think Chinese food is quite popular for takeaways.
Mm.
Curries, some people tend to have curries on some days,
Mm-hmm.
um, and they tend to make their own. I've never had anyone made by.
Wait, people.
Yes.
Well,
I've
why
not.
are you hesitating?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. Like all my white friends, if they ever made any curry for me, they love it.
What are you having tonight for tea? I'm having a curry.
And curry.
They make it all the time.
Yeah.
You just haven't had it yet from your friends, but they make
Yeah,
it all
my
the
friend.
time. Even people from work.
They
Yeah.
make curry all
What
the
you
time.
making for tea? I'm making a curry.
Curry. I mean
Yeah.
curry.
So, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's because just to finish right. Um,
So what else was left on the list? Just in
so
case
what,
I have a story to tell about it.
no,
About
I
it.
only, that's it. Really, I only had those seven. They were Cornish pasties, but that's quite original, isn't it?
That's quite what?
Original.
But aren't our friend sent us Cornish pasties?
How many did she send?
She sent 12, I think.
There's two of us in this house.
She sent
And you
12
got a-
massive pasties. The friend I was talking about who lives in Cornwall where we went to have fish and chips. Yes. She just
Like-
out of the blue, just on Facebook. Well, not out of the blue, we obviously communicate, but out of the blue, she was like, "What's your address?" And then I was like, 71, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, no. She first said, do you like lamb? And I said, yeah, I like it with mint. With mint. That's another one you left out.
Oh, I mean, so,
With
yeah.
mint sauce. I love that for around Christmas time.
Mm.
Yes, even right now I'm salivating thinking about it. But it has to be cooked well. It has to be nice and soft with the anyway. So she says, so what's your address? And I'm like, Koyo, are you sending us meat? Because in my head I was thinking something meaty.
Yeah.
And then she was like, don't worry about it, blah blah blah. Next day, ding ding, this massive huge box, and these pies are massive. You can't even even if you want to prepare with like your gravy and
in your
some sweet corn and some peas
and carrots.
that would be too much food. You might as well just eat it as it is because it's massive. And she gave us 12.
It should be shared.
I had to take things out of the freezer to make space.
Do you see, how long does it take to cook one?
It takes about And 45 minutes to an hour?
Oh, because I was gonna make one now.
Oh, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so pies, and those are quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, they're quite
They're just a
nice.
little bit um
Yeah,
thick, but that's the nature of Cornish pasties.
yeah. No,
But they have a war between Cornish pasties and what's the other one? Cornish. There's another.
um,
There's
what's this
a pie
place?
war. Like who's got the best
It's
pies?
like
Like the
it's like
jollof
it's like
wars.
jollof wars.
Yeah. So they have that as well down south.
The
Um,
jollof wars is so silly because they all taste the same to me.
wow,
They're exactly the same.
because
Oh, it
your
depends.
palate is not.
It
Sierra Leone is in the picture. Obviously Ghana, Nigeria, and then there's other
well,
thingies.
there's a thing that says.
But Sierra Leone claims to be the originator of
Oh, I
jollof.
thought it was Senegal.
In Senegal,
Yeah,
no Sierra Leone.
Senegal.
Whichever, but it's not
It's,
Nigeria. And
it's not
but because
Nigeria and
Nigeria
Ghana.
speaks the loudest, as we know, they are the loudest. So people just say okay, and then they shut up.
To me,
Um,
it's just the same. It's
mm,
just a matter of who cooked it, I guess.
yeah,
But yeah, it's the same.
yeah, but yeah, no British cuisine. Hopefully, jollof rice will soon be on the menu as
Or
part of.
like
Imagine,
chicken
imagine
masala.
going to I don't know the Shard and there's jollof on there.
They should. We haven't been to the Shard yet.
No, we haven't.
It's just too
Didn't you?
far.
Didn't we
We
go
live.
though
No,
that time? But then we went to a different floor and we just had like an afternoon tea type thing.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
I live too far away
Or
from London.
was there some other place you
Just some
took me?
other
I can't
place.
remember. Me, I'm
It
not a
was some
London
other
person,
place.
so I'm just like, my eyes are like I'm
Nah,
starry eyed as I walk along.
no, it was some other place. We've been in Tower 42.
Yeah, that one, Tower 42.
Yeah.
That's not the Shard.
That's in the Shard.
Oh. No. Why I'm saying that? No. Why I'm saying that is because you said we're going to the 42nd floor, but there's more because it goes higher.
Yeah, it goes
So
higher. So
so I don't know. So I just thought higher was all.
yeah,
Anyway.
I think yeah, 'cause, yeah, I think before the Shard, Tower 42 was the highest, but the highest platform.
Mm.
But now the Shard is the higher one. But the Shard is I keep saying I've said the Shard a lot of times, isn't it? Yeah, but it is like it is stupidly expensive
Mm.
because it's become a place to go
Mm-hmm.
and do things like that.
It's become a tourist attraction.
Yeah, and people who are dating, they take each other over there.
Yeah, propose and all
To
sorts.
propose and all sorts. So it's become a spot.
Mm.
It's quite a nice view, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's lots to
But
do.
one place you need to take me is the garden, the Sky Garden.
Oh,
Because we were meant to go on my birthday, but then we were supposed to have booked. Supposed to book in advance.
oh yeah. Well, yeah, it will happen one day. We just need
So
to
you
live.
still owe me.
We just need to live near London. That's the solution. Because we can just say, oh, let's then bugger off, rather than thinking of
3 hour
to
journey.
oh my god, to that way and then from, yeah, to and from. That's a long
It's a
time.
long thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway.
One day it will happen. It will happen.
Anyway, yeah, I won't talk about the puddings. There's too much time. Go on.
We can put it down on the list. British puddings.
Nah.
Anyway, that's
British
it,
puddings.
guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Mm-hmm.
As always, please tell other people.
I was actually in my head. There's this podcast I listened to, and I was about to do the in outro.
What did they say?
Like the thing, subscribe to the thing, and if you don't, we're inclined to believe you're a hater.
Oh, is it? We can. Okay, next week we have
Shout
our own
out to
version.
6 foot weights.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have our own version. So every week you do our version.
Honestly, you know when you said we were about to go, I was like, yeah, I like the thing. And I was like, oh my God, that's somebody else's outro.
Yeah, no, what we want is for because we're quite just like a um, small show. Yeah,
I don't even
yeah,
know
yeah.
who our
No,
listener, how many listeners we are. I have
no, I
no
think it's
clue.
no, I think it's we're competing with people who are with video podcasts, of which I think a podcast should be on video. Why am I watching you talk? You know,
Yeah,
it
true.
just makes no sense. But that is what people want. That is what
But
people
sometimes
want.
people have expressions that you miss, and But you see, the thing is, I'm still in the whole like you. Like, I can't watch a video podcast. Um, so sometimes because now I've moved I was on Google Podcasts and it's moved to YouTube Music. So sometimes it gives you the option of do you want audio or do you want video, depending on if the podcast films
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
And if it's on video, um, I because I'm not watching it. I don't know how to explain it. I just turn it back to audio because also video gives you adverts because it's
Okay.
almost like you're
I
watching the
need on
video.
premium.
Eh?
I need on premium.
I've told you before. I moved to my other
Oh,
account. It's not on
okay.
the other account that's on
The
premium.
premium.
Yeah,
Okay. Because I don't know what these things you're talking. These adverts you're talking about.
yeah. So I just take it to audio because audio has
Please
has
get
less
YouTube
has
premium.
less ads.
Yeah.
I do
Anywho,
have YouTube Premium, but I think
anywho,
we
thank
said
you so
we're
much.
gonna go. Yeah. So see you guys. See you. Nice to see you.
Tell other people.
So tell
Okay.
others.
And say
Share.
there
Share.
are these migrants who talk about migrant stuff. And if
Migrants
you
talk about migrants.
yeah. And if you can you can be a guest on the show.
Yeah.
Just say hello.
True.
Oh, there's more than hello, but yeah, you can be a guest. All right.
All right,
Goodbye.
guys. Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye.